This contest this evening, it is in the Queensbury Boxing League Super Middleweight Division. Your first fighter to enter the ring this evening is SteveDixon. And your second fighter to enter the ring, please welcome Uppercut. This contest is brought to you in association with Ringside Boxing Equipment, Vines BMW and Seven Sins Tattoo of Hawley. Introducing to you your first contestant, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Boxlondon, please welcome SteveDixon. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, representing Juggernaut's Boxing Gym, Uppercut. This bout will be fought over 3 2-minute rounds. Your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Seamus Dunn. Boxers, please.
Into the super middleweight division we go then with SteveDixon with his back to us, wearing the black and white shorts, in action against Uppercut from Oxted in Surrey. 24 years of age, one bout, he's won it. Trained by Ross Minter for the last 8 months. Ross in his corner here this evening. And Dixon making his debut after a year in training. Former kickboxer, trained by Scott Dealing, who had a win earlier. But 37 years of age against 24, and Alan Foley, who's in the commentary position with me. Alan, you know that's a huge difference between these two.
Yeah, I mean, Rue had an impressive debut last time out. He stopped his opponent in the second round. He's very hungry to improve and keep going, but this will be an interesting contest. And the fact that SteveDixon's gym mate did such a number on his opponents, he's obviously, it's going to be an interesting contest.
Long left hand there from Uppercut.
I mean, like you mentioned, Steve's got a background in kickboxing, so how that translates into boxing, we'll wait and see.
Well, it often doesn't, Alan, to be honest with you, but sometimes it can.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you've had a lot of people come from a kickboxing background into boxing. Some have done very well, for example, Nigel Benn, and you've had other ones who've not been so successful. So, you know, Rue under a bit of pressure here.
Yes, indeed. Nice left hook there from Dixon. Well, Hughie Ford, of course, went on to become British champion. He's a former world kickboxing champion. Slugger O'Toole, another one.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, Rue's, you know, he's got to get his punches off. He's got to unload. He's a southpaw against an orthodox fighter.
Well, it looks a bit like a rabbit caught in the headlights at the moment, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's not really got into his flow, but here he comes.
And of course, Dixon exhibiting the strength of the older man. Nice little sweet left hook there from Dixon, and the gum shield of Uppercut has come out.
I think for Uppercut, Steve, you know, he was impressive on his debut. He was obviously on a high after that. So, you know.
Well, the bella's gone, and I've gone for Dixon in the opener.
Yeah, he did seem to do the cleaner work in there and push the action.
Despite the fact that Ross Minter, who's working in the Uppercut corner, is our mate and Alan's partner, I still think that Dixon won the opening round. Not by a whole lot.
No, he was definitely busier and landed the more meaningful shots. I think Rue just needs to be, Uppercut needs to be a lot busier. Like you say, he looked like he was caught in the headlights slightly. He needs to come out of his shell a bit.
The hardest, okay? Yeah.
Alan, I know you boxed in your time.
Okay, just keep pacing him down, pacing him down, pacing him down. Stay light when he throws.
It can take something of a lifetime to learn this game.
Oh, of course, there's so many different levels to boxing, but, you know, as long as they're matched correctly, as long as they're in with people of equal ability, two people who train for 8 months a year can make a cracking fight.
I agree with you. Anyway, round 2 of the scheduled 3 in the super middleweight division, and just to remind you once again, in the predominantly grey and black shorts, we've got Rue Abbott, who looks like he dropped the first round here against SteveDixon. Well, very determined effort here now by Abbott.
Yeah, Steve did the right thing though there. You know, he covered up, he didn't take too much punishment, although Rue's thrown a lot of leather. Nothing really connected.
Yep, and a long left hook there from Dixon got through. He covers well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And then he unleashes punches from both hands. But once again, Abbott's shots there, not really hitting the target. 1 or 2 did. And I've got to say, I'm slightly more impressed by Dixon's work than Abbott's. Nice work again here. Left hook, left uppercut from Dixon. Then the right came into play. And this is a real rough round now for Rue Abbott. And he's very well supported here as well, Rue, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got a good following, Steve. But at the moment, I don't think his support will be going home happy.
You never can tell in this game. Yes, he's pretty hard to nail, Dixon, and he's got a very good variety with a left hook uppercut. Mixes it in nicely, but wins the round.
Towards the end, okay?
So, Alan, what on earth can Rue Abbott do at this stage?
That's a difficult one, Steve.
Time's against him, isn't it?
Definitely. You know, it's a short fight. It's only over 3 rounds, so, you know, if you get behind, it's always very, very difficult to you know, unless you stop your opponent, it's difficult to come back. You know, Rue's got to have a big round here. But again, because of his inexperience, does he know what to do?
But that said, don't forget, of course, Dixon boxing for the first time in public. All right, yes, he has had a bit of a martial arts career. But this is boxing, it's an entirely different sport.
It is, and no matter what ring experience you've had, whether it's kickboxing, Thai boxing, whatever, it's still experience. It still prepares you for the kind of emotions, the kind of things, the thoughts that are going to go through your head when it gets tough. And, you know, and Steve's got a good defence, you have to say. He's tucking up well. Sure.
So, third and final session then in this super middleweight contest, and well, it looks like Rue Abbott, well, as game as he is, he's not going to go home with the spoils here. He's a very determined individual, but once again, I love the uppercut. Leading uppercut, in fact, very difficult punch to land that. Got through from Dixon. And he's got to be uppercut crazy here, isn't he, Dixon? But it's working. Blood now coming from the nose of Rue Abbott. And that's courtesy of those uppercuts. Good fight, though.
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you're on the back foot like Rue has been for a lot of this contest, and you're covering up, the uppercuts are very, very difficult to see. You know, it's a shot that just catches you unaware.
Very hard to stop as well. And painful when it lands.
Oh, definitely.
Well, let's get that nose cleared up now. So Ross Winter then clears up the nose. And there's not a whole lot left now in this final session. And full marks really to Rue Abbott. He's fought his heart out here. Sadly for him, it's not been enough. Over there, over there. And this looks like a terrific first time out for Steve Dixon as a boxer.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Unless, of course, Abbott can find a takeout shot in the last few seconds.
Yeah, he caught him with a good shot there, but I can't see that happening.
Walk into a lovely left hook there. And he's under pressure once again. Referee could stop this one here. Well, count instead.
2, 3, 4.
Well, it's all over now. So an excellent win for Steve Dixon. Well, that's our opinion anyway, Alan.
That's only our opinion. You know, I mean, Rue's a determined guy. I mean, I've seen him in the gym training, and you know, he genuinely loves the sport. So I don't think this will dispirit him. I think he's going to go away, work harder, and next time, you know, I think he's going to have learned from that. You've got to get experience.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to your judges' scorecards, where we have a unanimous decision in favor of your winner. In the blue corner, from representing Boxlondon, Steve Dixon.
Steve Dixon declared the winner, and a worthy one of that, but not the end of the road, of course, for Rue Abbott. He'll be back.
Rue Abbott.